like all sport, it's not just the people on the track or the people on the pitch. There are a lot of people that help to make sport happen, and motor racing is no different. Tell us, first of all, why you wanted to become a marshal.
The buzz, I suppose, is the best word for that. Like a lot of people, I watched this on motorsport on TV. Then I decided to come up to the track, and then you got the interest of, goodness me, there's that guy I know just 20 feet away. And then a lady came one day and said, do you fancy doing marshalling? And I thought, yeah, that's great. And now I get up personal with the cars, the drivers, the teams. You find out all the inside information that you don't get over tannoy. And the buzz is being part of being that side of the fence, being involved in something, being part of a team who are all working together to achieve these race meetings and things. And it just gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling of doing well and being part of something important.
I know you've got a lot of duties, but can you give us an idea? If you arrive, let's take race day on the Sunday for the SMRC race meets. What are your duties during the day?
My primary role is I'm a senior examining specialist, but that basically means I run the assembly area, which we then arrange all the cars into grid order to get them out onto the track so that when they come round they're ready to start racing. There isn't a whole load of faffing about on the circuit and things. I run a team of approximately half a dozen people. They're gradually being trained up to be the same level as me. There's always a progression system. They thoroughly enjoy doing what they're doing, and they're all very capable teams. And it's basically looking after the team and looking after the cars are the primary roles that I have. We come in first thing in the morning, we're briefed by the marshals, the chief marshal, to tell us what's going on, what we're to look out for, what the areas of expectancy are. If there's anything specific we have to look out for example, methanol-driven vehicles, that kind of thing for safety aspects. And then we basically go on post. The first thing we do is all the vehicles get sound tested because there are regulations on what volume they have to be able to race at. So we control that management area, get them all in. The cars then go out and do their qualifyings and practices. And then later on, towards late morning, we start actually doing the races, which is more important with getting them into the grid order and all that kind of thing to prepare to race. So that's fundamentally what I do, along with looking after the team.
One of the interesting things I've found with the students and their approach to Knockhill is part of their course is dealing with health and safety. And for a lot of them, it can seem like a paper exercise. You bring them here, and their attitude towards health and safety is completely different once they've experienced what goes on here, because they see the value of it. For you guys, that must be a massive part of your role.
It is. The primary aspect that is always considered is safety, specifically of the marshalling cohort from our perspective and from the public and all the rest of it as well. We deal an awful lot with proximity of vehicles. The assembly area, we're literally standing between cars that are moving, beside cars that are moving. So there's always an element of safety. I'm always briefing my team, and they brief each other because they know what they're doing. That they have to not be in certain positions, they have to look out for each other. And it's a fundamental part for everything. I mean, I've been involved in dealing with first aid situations with the public because I'm recognised. People see the overalls and see you as an official representative of the circuit and come to you regardless whether or not you have any medical training or whatever. But you then have to be professional about it and actually get involved, call for medics. We have radios, everybody uses these, so that I can call for a medic who can be there within 30 seconds. So it's the best idea. But yes, from a health and safety perspective, out on track, I don't really deal with. But from specialist areas, you've got eyes in the back of your head, you're always thinking about, what if I do that, will this affect that, how's that person, are they safe? Because it's a responsibility element, they're my team. And everybody feels that about everybody within the circuit. We're all part of one big team and we all want to look out for each other. And you'll often find that you're standing, for example, talking to somebody and suddenly a hand will grab you and pull you out of the way of something because there's always somebody watching to keep an eye on your back.
One of the things I was going to say is, weather-wise, A, it's Scotland, B, it's Knockhill.
Yeah.
You have to be a special breed as well because you've got to go out and all. You know, it's not a soft option being a marshal. I presume you've got to have a certain type of personality to do it.
I think, yeah, but again, if I don't turn up, somebody has to do my job. Somebody else is going to have to stand out in the rain, somebody else is going to have a miserable day or an excellent day in the sun or whatever it is. So we turn up regardless. I mean, I've come up when the rain's coming down sideways, I've come up when it's snowing, I've come up, you'll have seen beautiful blue skies and all the rest of it. You watch it on TV and you see them, I don't know, marshalling somewhere in the US and it's gorgeous skies and they've all got t-shirts on and you think, you're not a real marshal, you've not marshalled at Knockhill. But everybody comes up. We don't complain about the weather because we expect it. We have the rule about the hill, which is if you can't see the hill, it's raining. If you can see the hill, it's about to rain. And that, everybody just accepts that. It's Knockhill, but the pleasure, it's just part of being the whole thing. It's expected. It makes for interesting racing. It means we get to get our overalls damp occasionally, but that's fine. You know, it's all good. It's just rain. It's only Scotland. You know, we expect these things.
After saying that all sports need people in the background, people to help, people to organise, you're on a recruitment drive.
Yes.
So how's that going? You're here. People want it. You know, they're interested in marshal, they can come and speak to you. So how's it gone this weekend?
It's been extremely successful because what we're doing is we've had random different marshals from different areas, different expertise. They've been coming up and helping out. And when people come to us and express an interest, we can actually tell them, this is what it's like, this is what we want, this is how it's going to be. Rather than just a vague sort of, well, come along and see what happens, we're actually explaining circumstances that have happened, explaining to them that they want marshals to come, we want them to enjoy themselves. And it's all about their progression can be at their own rate whenever they want. There's no pressure on them to do anything. If they want to stop at a certain level, they can. If they want to develop to another level, they can. And I just keep emphasising to people, it's about enjoying yourself. It's about finding the level you want to be at in the position you want to be at. There are many, many aspects to a track. A lot of people I spoke to have sort of, well, I can't be a marshal because I can't lift anything heavy or whatever. And when you explain to them that marshalling covers so many areas, you've got your specialist areas where the heaviest thing you lift is a clipboard or a pen, right out to the track where you're dealing with incidents. We talk to them about, you know, it depends totally on your personality. If you want to be involved in incidents and accidents and you get that adrenaline rush, that's great. If you don't, and you'd be much more part of just the organisational side and the specialists, you can do anything from scrutineering through race control, through assembly area, through pits, and again, everybody works as a team, and there's every opportunity at every meeting to go and try something different and just find your niche, find what you enjoy, do what you want to do. And to be fair, a lot of the folk I've spoken to in the last day or so have been quite surprised by that. They seem to think marshalling is all about being on track, flags, that kind of thing. And when you start to explain the other elements that are available, they're, oh, I really fancy that. I try. We've actually had quite a few ladies that were interested because they were, oh, I'm a lady, it's a man's world, and you're so, absolutely not. We have loads of female marshals, we have junior marshals, we have marshals that are pensioners, we have people who are ill health, we have partially sighted people. We can find a role for just about anybody, and as long as they're happy doing it, they will talk to their friends about it. We may encourage more marshals. It builds the team, and everybody benefits from everybody just having a good time doing it.